Chapter 838 of One Piece, and that's such a huge high note. We not only get to see the full character designs of Sanji's older brothers, but we get to learn their actual names, which are Ichiji and Niji, and we learn their nicknames, Sparking Red and Electric Blue, respectively, which to me was the coolest part about this chapter because it opens up the door of possibilities of what their powers and abilities are going to be. So what I want to do today was talk about Ichiji and Niji's potential powers and abilities. Um, so I'll say right off the bat, I don't think they have any devil fruits. I don't know why I feel this way. I just kind of have this hunch feeling, but obviously there's no evidence because they've been in two maybe three chapters technically. So I'll just get right into it. First, let's just do like a quick overview based on like their names and of like the Vinsmoke family based on their names and their abilities and stuff. So obviously we have Sanji, who's Blackleg. He can use the fire abilities and stuff like that. We all know this. Um, Reiju, who is poison pink, and she ate the that poison devil fruit, where she can suck the poison out, and she looks like a moth or a butterfly. Um, then we have Yonji, who is winch green, and winches, for those of you who don't know, and it's just an easy Google search. It's kind of like a form of technology and stuff. It's used in cars, boats, all these things, and usually it deals with like ropes and stuff. So we kind of see based on that name, we see the names of like the personalities um, being used because he uses the tech like a lot of technology. He's flying around on those like special boots and he's got those special gloves and stuff. But um, yeah, he looks kind of like a tech whiz. He's using a lot of the Vinsmoke, the Germa 66 technology. Um, Now, then there's Vinsmoke Judge, who he doesn't have a nickname, he's just the commander and stuff, but he uses those electric like boots and other weapons, like he uses the spear and stuff. And that's kind of important to what I'm going to be talking about soon, because I don't think that um, not I don't think Ichiji, his name's Sparking Red. I don't think it's going to deal with fire and necessarily, and I don't think that Niji, who is electric blue, deals with electricity necessarily. Um, so let's just start with Ichiji, who sparking red, and I think what his powers are going to be, like I was saying, it's not going to be fire because Sanji already has that that mantle of the fire. I think when I think of spark, I think of fire or an explosion, and so I think that Ichiji is going to have some type of like, you know, explosive hands or something. And I say hands because I think having him like only use his fists in combat and stuff would be just like the perfect parallel between him and Sanji, where Sanji, who obviously he only uses legs, and Ichiji, who only uses his fists. When they finally go at it, because that's the one big fight I really want to see this whole arc is Sanji fighting Ichiji and Niji, because when you see these guys at the end of the chapter, we see a little panel of Sanji, and we also see Yonji where he talks about how like he can't wait to see Sanji's reaction to seeing like his older brothers, and we see Sanji who he's holding his arms and he's like he's remembering all the pain that they inflicted. We see that flashback where Ichiji and the other brothers are they're bullying Sanji, saying that he's cooking for all like the rats, the peasants and stuff, and um, you know Sanji tries to fight back, and his punch doesn't do anything, and then Ichiji gets him on the ground, and he starts unleashing some grounded pound on him, and it just he gets the crap beat out of him. So I think that it would make a really cool fight to have Ichiji only uses fists, and they're kind of like these exploding fists, and so you have explosions versus fire against Sanji, who he uses his legs. So um, I also think this based on like his belt buckle, and this is kind of a stretch, but if you look at his belt buckle, it kind of looks like crosshairs, and it'd be really dope if Ichiji is also kind of known as like this like kind of one punch knockout artist, where he his punches are, um, he's so precise with his punch that, and then the explosion to go with it, that it'll just he's just unstoppable there. And that's kind of like, obviously kind of a ripoff of One Punch Man and also Bakugo from um, uh, Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academia. But I just think it'd be super cool. Um, and so now I'm going to talk about Niji, who is Electric Blue. And like I said earlier, I don't think that he's going to have any like electric like type powers where he can like shoot lightning bolts or something like that. I think that he's going to be super fast. And I don't really. The only like really like thing I can think of why he can be super fast, and this is also a stretch, and it's based on the belt buckle. So if you look at this belt buckle, there's a skull on it, and then there's that little lightning bolt. And the lightning bolt makes me think of the superhero The Flash, who he obviously is super fast. And we haven't really seen too many like great like speedster type characters in One Piece, and I think it'd be a really cool dynamic to have like Sanji fight this 2-on-2 battle where he's fighting with his or not 2-on-2, 1-1 versus 2, where he's fighting his older brothers, and he has Niji who's running around super fast around him and like throwing punches or kicks at him every now and then um, uh, Ichiji who's throwing like the explosive fists and stuff. And I think it's going to be a really big battle for Sanji to have to fight his older brothers, and I really want him to fight his older brothers because it'd be huge for his character development. Um, but yeah, so I think that he's just going to be super fast, based on not much evidence. It's just kind of speculation, and I think it'd be cool to have like a real like speedster because we've seen like some fast characters, but nothing where they're like that crazy fast. And his personality, he seems very like kind of short and like quick to the point and tired. Like I don't know, I just think it would be really sweet if he could be a speedster. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of this arc. I'm in love with the Vinsmokes. This is my first video for doing One Piece talk, and this is obviously it was a theory discussion video. In the future, I'm going to be doing chapter reviews and chapter reviews for One Piece and episode reviews, as well as chapter reviews for My Hero Academia, Boku no Hero Academia. And I'll usually have someone else with me talking about this. But if you guys like this video, please like comment on it if you think that this is, or just comment on this if you think that I'm full of shit and that none of that stuff is gonna that they're gonna have like all these different powers, or they're gonna be devil fruit users or whatever. Yeah, just please subscribe, like, comment on the video, and if you like what I said, share it with your friends, and come back soon to find more. All right, thanks guys.